Welcome. Today we're going to take a look at the Sorcerer. In the first part of the video I'm going to talk about those 3 skill trees. Second part I'm talking about what you can do with it in PvE and PVP. And I will make sure to link build videos in the description so you also can go check them out if you want to. Also make sure to not forget to subscribe for even more content. Anyway, let's get started. Dark magic skill tree, so the ultimate negate magic. We have suppression field, so this globe deals damage while people stand in it, and the absorption field heals people. Both look the same. Pretty huge area, so really nice ultimate, plus people get kind of silenced while they're in it, so really strong. Crystal shard, so this morph crystal blast has a small AoE effect, but literally nobody's using this one. Everybody's using crystal frags because you see, like, the moment you use this, the skill deals 20% more damage, you cost 50% less magicka. It's just way too good to not use. Plus you can see when I get proc chance, my hands start glowing and I can shoot it without the cast time, so it's really strong. Encase, so shattering prison deals damage when the effect ends, and the restraining prison leaves a snare effect. So you can see it's kind of like this, and the enemy gets rooted, he can't move anymore. Rune prison, so this is a very defensive skill. So first of rune cage, where it's kind of you can stun the enemy, and defensive rune is it puts a rune on you, and when somebody hits you the enemy gets stunned. As long as you don't damage him, he can't stand up for like 15 seconds. Dark exchange, so dark deal, like it gives you stamina back, so you drain your magicka and you get back stamina, really helpful for stamina builds. Dark conversion is the opposite, it drains stamina and it gives you magicka back. And we have the Daedric mine, so there's 2 versions, Daedric tomb, it's like 3 mines on the field, and Daedric minefield, it's like 5 mines around you. It's a Atronarch, so either you can use the charged one AoE effect, but it's not really good, so better use the Great Storm Atronarch. Really strong ultimate. And it looks freaking awesome, definitely. As you can see, this is kind of the pet tree of Sorcs. Next up we have either a unstable clan fear or a volatile familiar. The clan fire heals you, and this familiar dude deals AoE damage. Next up we have the curse, so this curse, the Daedric Prey, boosts your pet's damage. So if you use pets you probably want to use this one. And this one has just a shorter duration, only 3.5 seconds, and then it explodes on the enemy. Then we have a Winged Twilight, so there's 2 versions, one that heals you, the Matriarch, and the Twilight Tormentor is better against high health targets, dealing damage. Bound Armor, so there is a magic and the stamina version. Bound Aegis is for magicka users, so it increases your max magicka. Gives you this glow. And Bound Armaments is for stamina users. It also gives you this kind of glow. Last skill in this tree, Conjured Ward, so this is your shield. The Empowered Shield reduces the cost and increases duration. And the Hardened Ward, like, it is a bigger shield, so you absorb more damage. And it's huge, believe me. It scales off your max magicka. So the more magic you have, the bigger the shield gets. Storm Calling, so the ultimate first overload, power overload, it increases the range and the radius of your heavy attacks. And then Evergy overload, which gives you light and heavy attacks, restore magicka. So most people use this one. Then another thing with this ultimate is this allows you to have a third bar. So you kind of can have different skills here if you want to. So a sword can have 3 bars. Mage's Fury, so this is Sorc's execute skill. This one increases the damage dealt to nearby enemies, and this one restores the magicka. Most people use Mage's Wrath. We have Lightning Form, so there's a stamina in the magicka morph. Boundless Storm is for magicka. And Hurricane is for stamina users. Which gives you this kind of hurricane thingy. Then we have Lightning Splash, so Liquid Lightning and Lightning Flood. Most people use Liquid Lightning because it has a longer duration. 4 meters radius, 10-second duration. 6 meter radius, 6-second duration. Surge, so there is Power Surge, this is for magicka users, increases your spell damage. And then we have Crit Surge, which increases weapon damage and it heals you. This is for stamina users. And the buff holds for 30 seconds. Last skill in this 3, Bolt Escape. So there is Streak and there is a Ball of Lightning. Ball of Lightning kind of lets all projectiles shot at you, it sucks it up. And Streak stuns enemies. Passive Sorcs have really strong ones. For example, this one here, it reduces magic and stamina cost for all your abilities by 5%, really strong. There's a few others, like Power Stone reduces the cost of ultimate abilities by 15%, and that counts for all ultimates in the game, not only for the class ultimates. That's insane. Then we also in Stormcalling, like more magicka recovery, increases physical shock damage by 5%, that's insane. And then Implosion, this is basically an instant damage ability when the enemy has less than 15% health. It's really strong. It has a 6% chance to proc, but you don't have to do anything, it just hits. And then Expert Mage increases spell damage and weapon damage by 2% for each sorcerer ability slotted. So Sorcs have really strong passives. PvE and PvP wise, so in PvE, like Sorcs are mostly used for ranged combat. Yes, you can play melee with them, but it doesn't really matter because it's just safer to play ranged, especially if you combine like skills like Crystal Frag and the destruction skills together. Then if you're a stamina Sorc, you want to be melee. It doesn't look like you have a lot of stamina skills, but it doesn't matter because you will utilize dual wield stuff, for example. And the passives are really strong for stamina, so they make really strong stamina characters. There is also stamina tanks, but I haven't seen that many yet, and I basically haven't seen any healers, but you also technically could heal with them. I will make sure to put a few links into the description to build videos with all kind of stuff, so you can go check them out there. In PvP, stamina Sorcs, first off, are really freaking strong. No matter what you use, heavy armor, medium armor, sword and board, dual wield, whatever, basically everything works. Magicka Sorcs are also really strong, especially due to their shields, because they have huge shields, right? So it's really hard to get through their damage shields. And they have really strong abilities in ranged combat. I will also make sure to leave a few build video links into the description so you can go check them out. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Cheers.